Hi, this is Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles coming at you with another toy review. This time we're taking a look at the Star Wars The Last Jedi, the Black Series 6-inch Rey, and this is the Jedi training version. This is from the Star Wars The Last Jedi toy line from Hasbro from 2017. So the first thing we're going to do is take a closer look at the packaging. So as far as packaging, pretty standard package for the Black Series. You know, it says Star Wars, the Black Series up top. It's got a nice picture of Rey, and it says Rey Jedi Training. We have a nice open window here, and we have a nice picture of Rey. Very standard. I love the black on red. I've always said that. If you go to the side, it says Rey, and then it starts to say Jedi right here, and it says Rey Jedi Training. And then we go to the side that says this is number 44 in the series, Rey Jedi Training. Now the 6-inch ones are the only ones that have a number series. If you get the 3 3/4 inch from Walmart, they're not numbered. And then on the back it says Star Wars The Black Series number 44, the same picture of Rey, and it says Rey Jedi Training. And then it says in multiple different languages a little explanation that says, "At long last, Rey has found Luke Skywalker, the last Jedi Master in the galaxy, hoping to find a hero of legend. She must unlearn what she's learned as Skywalker challenges her expectations." So there we go. If you heard that little noise, that was actually the Force Link turning itself off from a previous review. But you know, as far as the packaging, pretty decent. It's nice looking. Like I said, it's just standard Black Series. That's the 6-inch one, and I do have a 3 3/4 inch packaging so that you can see what they look like. It's just a scaled down mini version, and like I said, the only real difference is that this is not numbered here, but everything else is pretty much the same. They still have that where it says Luke on the side, and then on the back. So very standard looking packaging. They keep it pretty much simple, nice, streamlined, and clean. But let's get her opened up. So take a look at Rey. This is a really nice Black Series figure. So this is the 6-inch figure, and you know, with the 6-inch, you're going to typically get more accessories, and you're also going to get more articulation. Now, in the case of this figure, you get about the same accessories as the 3 3/4 inch standard. She comes with all the same stuff, but I mean, as far as articulation, this figure, you know, is far superior. So let's take a look at the accessories first. So she's going to come with her lightsaber, which is really cool. And one thing I will say is they do have that little belt loop hook on there, just like the 3 3/4 inch did. So I don't know if they're just, you know, they really want to emphasize those things, but it definitely feels like it's something that could break off, so just be careful with that. Then you also got her staff. So we'll take a look at her staff. And this guy's really cool, and it's got this nice, you know, movable plastic where you can wrap around your shoulders like I had it. Detail looks pretty great on this guy. Like I said, it looks really cool. And then she does come with her blaster. Now, I had trouble on the 3 3/4 inch figure where the holes didn't fit right with the gun, and the only way to really get it in the holster even at all was to put it in backwards, almost like a cross draw, so the handle would actually be facing the other direction, and it barely even fit in there as it is. Not that problem with this one at all. This one fits great. You know, it comes out, and then if you put it in her right hand, you know, even her trigger finger goes in the trigger guard area, which is really cool. So really nice accessory there. And here you can see the lightsaber a little bit better. You can see that it's got the belt hook on it. Nice translucent plastic. So I mean, everything looks real good. So we'll pop this out of her hand and we'll take a look at some of the articulation. So she can turn at the head. She's got a ball joint. Her arms rotate and turn. She can move at the elbow and swivel at the elbow, and then this hand can go forward and back. Same thing on this other arm. The only difference is this hand, and it seems like a lot of black figures like this will go in and out. And then she does move at the upper body, like almost like a ball joint type thing. Her legs does move all the way around, which is really cool. She has this nice slit in her outfit, which helps her move. She can turn at the thigh, which is hard to see because of her clothing. She has a double knee joint, which you can see, and then she can move her foot forward and back. And she does she have ankle pivot? She does have ankle pivot. So pretty standard for the Black Series on the 6-inch. Typically the 3 3/4 inch ones won't have the ankle pivot, but I mean, this is really, really nice. And like I said, I really like the detail on the clothing. I like that, you know, it's able to move with this soft rubber, and you can really get some good articulation and movement out of this character. Taking a look at the detail on her face, like I said, she looks good. A pretty good interpretation of Daisy Ridley. I like the hair, and you come in the back, you can see the detail and the tooling in the hair, you know, how she has it all done up. Looks really, really nice. And you can see the start of the little texturing in the clothing. They've done a really great job in recent years of really making the clothing look really nice and textured. But let's take a look at her midsection. So here's the midsection, so you can see the belt and stuff, and it's got this nice rubber, and you can see the tooling in the clothing to make it look like it's, you know, actual type of cloth, which is cool. You've got the, you know, actual functional holster, which is awesome, and then coming onto the back, you can see, you know, just kind of goes all the way around. And like these high slits really help with the articulation on this girl. Here's another look at the holster, and you can see the double knee joint right there, and it's really exposed nicely with her clothing to make it where, like I said, the articulation on her is real easy to do. Luke has, you know, the same type of articulation. It's just he's a little different when it comes to the how, you know, solid some of the plastic pieces are, so you don't get as much motion as you can get out of Rey. Here we have her holding her blaster, and you can see, like I said, when it's in her right hand, she's actually got her trigger finger, you know, on the trigger. That's a really cool touch. So I mean, they really went the extra mile with this. And here we have her holding her staff, and like I said, you know, the articulation really helps with, you know, being able to do two-handed poses, especially with her staff. You can get her to two-hand hold her lightsaber, but it's just not, you know, as easy as the staff because of where, you know, she can stretch her arms and they're spread. But I mean, the detail on this is really nice. You can see they did a good job with the molding. It's got different colors, the wraps. I mean, they did a really great job with this staff. And then, you know, here's the hilt of the lightsaber, and I have it, you know, in a two-handed pose. You can see that she can do it. It's just because of how small that is, and, you know, she doesn't have, you know, an amazing range of motion in the hand. So and especially with grabbing onto the same spot. You can't do a super ton of poses when it comes to lightsaber, but you definitely can get that two-handed pose if you wanted to do it. You just kind of finagle it and see what you can do. And finally, for size comparison, here we have 3 of the Last Jedi figures. On the left, we have the 3 3/4 inch standard Rey figure, and then in the middle, we have the Black Series 6-inch Rey, and then on the right, we have the Black Series 6-inch Luke Skywalker. And they all look fantastic. Now, obviously, the 3 3/4 inch on the left doesn't have a lot of articulation, and then the other two do have quite a bit of articulation. The one thing that to note is you get the same exact accessories with the 3 3/4 inch as you do the 6-inch one. That is very rare to get that many accessories with a 3 3/4 inch figure. Typically, you get 1, maybe 2. Rey comes with 3. She's got the small pistol, she's got the lightsaber, and she's got the staff, and I think that's really cool. But I mean, fantastic figure. This Rey figure is absolutely fantastic. The articulation is great. The detail and the quality of the figure is great. The articulation is fantastic. This is definitely a must-buy. And I'll probably most definitely be doing some form of comparison of the Reys. I've already done them with the Luke Skywalker, and I'm sure as different things come out, and if they do 3 3/4 inch black with her, I'll do that as well. But I mean, a fantastic figure. Definitely a must-buy. She's obviously, one of the main characters, if not the main focus of the new trilogy. And, this is the best representation for The Last Jedi that we have currently. So, once again, this has been Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.